In this video, we will use the connection from an application server to connect our application to the database. To achieve this, we will set up a resource pool, which will be handling the connection to the MySQL database, then expose the resource pool using a JDBC resource that we will inject in the sample application in the persistence unit using the JDB resource name. To be able to create a resource pool, we have to have a password to the database. So, because the default installation doesn't have any, we're gonna use MySQL Workbench to reset it. We can reset the password using the user and privileges, and there in that application, selecting root for localhost and updating the password. We could create a database in a MySQL Workbench, but I'm going to show you how we can create this database from NetBeans. So we go to the Services tab, we right-click on the databases and we say New Connection. We select the MySQL driver, we fill in the required fields, of course, and we test the connection to see if everything is okay. We now right-click on the newly created connection, select Execute Command and type the Create Database in the tab, which is open now. We now start the Payara server from the NetBeans environment and we open the admin console. We can create a new JDBC pool from the home screen or from the tree where we select JDBC connection pool and select new. We give the pool a name. We will select the resource type connection pool data source. This is a simple example, we don't need any other type. We select MySQL and we do next. On the next screen we have a lot of properties specified beneath. I delete them all and I'll add only the relevant. It's easier than to look for the properties to change. These are all default values, so it doesn't really matter. I set the user, the password and the URL, and once we're done we can check if the connection pool is working. A simple ping would tell us if everything's okay or if we forgot to put some properties. Once we've created the connection pool, it's easy to create a JDBC resource. So it's basically giving it a name and selecting the pool, and then we can use that JDBC resource in our code. Now all we have to do is link the JDBC resource we just created with our application. So to do that, we're going to open our application. In our model, it's actually in the domain under other sources, and then in data you'll find the persistence.xml. In the persistence.xml, you'll see we're using the GTA data source, and there we have to say to fill in the exact same name as we had. I also added the show SQL property. Drop and create the schema for easing development, and we should also specify the Hibernate dialect for in case we could later on might come into some troubles with complex queries or MySQL specific optimizations. Now to validate it works, we launched a small sample application, which does not a lot, but first recompile everything. So clean and build the sample module. When that's done, we can launch the web application. Location, add a location, and check in the database if it's actually there. Because we already have a connection to the database, but it's pointing to the wrong database, so I'm gonna change the default catalog in the database. I see the location, I see view data, and I see it's created this evening, so all is going well. Thank you. Bye.